Hey everyone, welcome back. Thank you for joining me for the next part of our live reaction playthrough for Dawntrail. Recap from last time, we got to see Otis in the flesh, so to speak. Yes, it is the same Otis that we knew from Solution 9. We met him as a machine, but here he's an endless. He's back to how he was in his prime as the proud captain of the Knights of Alexandria. Unfortunately, he didn't know who we were. He couldn't remember us. But he was kind of able to kind of put all the pieces together, especially since he did come out and ask us the one question that he's been wanting to know, like, does Alexandria still exist? Is it still out there? And yes, we were able to confirm that for him, and really? Really? Oh, you're such a pain. Sorry about that, but where was I? Yeah, so he completely knocked my train of thought away. Right. Okay, so we did reassure him that, yes, Alexandria does still exist, and you could just see the weight lifted off his shoulders. It's like he's finally able to set down his shield. He's finally able to he's made peace with himself. So he feels like he made a lot of mistakes at that point, but you know what? It's okay. He's able to forgive himself, and he's ready to move on. Before we had to shut down the terminal, which was sad. But we did go off to the next zone, the second to last zone, which is the Sanctuary of the Strong, where apparently warriors, adventurers like to go to. So I guess this is like right up our alley. While we were here, we did pay a quick visit to a kind of a coliseum. Yeah, so we paid a visit to a place that was like a coliseum. We got to see a fight, which was really basically two Lalas hitting each other with rune, which was actually kind of funny now that I think of it. But the big news here is that we were finally able to meet up with Krile's parents. Yes, it is confirmed. I was convinced that it was going to be Zerosia that we were going to be meeting here, but no, it's even better. We got to meet Krile's parents, her biological parents, as Endless. And I'm hoping that they can give us some real answers here because, they were part of preservation. They had the key. They brought Krile here, like baby Krile, with the key like 20 years ago. So I'm hoping they can tell us a little bit more information of what's going on. So let us go ahead and just pick it up where we left off. There. And Claire's ready to go. And this is going to be like a really big adjustment to Krile because she's meeting them, and pretty soon she's going to be forced to say goodbye. The taste of family. Krile has regained some composure. Alright, I feel a little calmer now. I thought myself prepared for the possibility, but to actually come face to face with my parents was overwhelming. And having been parted from them as an infant, I'm not sure how to behave. Take your time. After everything that has happened, you deserve to do so. Yeah, it's not like we have a time crunch of saving the world or anything. You have many things to say to one another. Now you can say them. Indeed, this is a meeting to be cherished. Just do what comes natural, eh? Thank you, everyone. I'll make the most of our time together. Yeah, this is almost cruel because Krile finally gets to meet them, but she knows that it's going to be a very short meeting and then they'll be gone. Yeah, but I was struck by how similar that she looked to them. She had her mother's hair, she had her father's eyes, and I'm amazed that we were able to avoid detection by that sentient, so okay, so oh boy, you can tell I'm excited. So the Orpal Springs. Oh look! Oh my god, we have like rainbow springs here. Like, that is adorable. I'm not sure how I feel about, like, the solid red color over there. It kind of looks like blood. Like, am I the only one who's thinking that, or is it just my macabre way of thinking? I'm just so excited. Okay, I know. I have to stop playing around, but I don't want to stop. It looks so much fun to visit. We should meet our daughter again here, of all places. You're all our daughter's friends, yes? Thank you for bringing her to us. Well, it wasn't really planned. Let's us keep an eye on things for now. You could carve the tension with a knife. Well, I think this is like a pretty common reaction to someone meeting their parents for the first time. I mean, it looks like things are heading off all right. It's such a strange feeling to be reunited with you beyond death. Your companions, what are they called? Oh dear, I'd completely forgotten to introduce them. Over here is Wuklamat, Vow of Resolve of Tuliolo. Beside her is Grahatia, my colleague in the Students of Baldessian. And this is Claire, an adventurer. Though that hardly does her justice, she is the most dependable of friends, to whom I owe my life. My word, we clearly have a great deal of thanks to give, don't we, dear? Oh, yes, we do. Our heartfelt gratitude to you all. Not the smoothest of beginnings, is it? I mean, what do you really say in a case like this? If only we had some Chabril Piblil to ease the way, am I right? Wait, that's not a bad idea. What, you're gonna try to make some here? Good luck with that. Hey, are you hungry? We could bring you something to eat if you like. Oh, thank you, but we're fine. You know, it's quite hot here by the springs. Something cold would be lovely. Understood. We'll fetch you all treats that'll help cool you off. Not that we could taste it. I wouldn't want to be a bother, but... Think nothing of it. That is what friends are for. Thank you. We shall look forward to the cool treats. Does Krile know that she can't really taste anything here? Thank you, Claire. We look forward to seeing what you will bring. I feel like a bundle of nerves. You're very considerate. Yeah, I think Krile takes after her mother. As we've learned, good food brings people together, even sworn enemies. Well, that was well conceived, Wuklamet. Just putting what I learned in Yaktarel to use. If I had to mention a potential problem, however, is that food here tastes like nothing to the living. Seriously? I had no idea. Still, it appears to be perfectly enjoyable for the endless. I'm going along with the idea. Krile likely understands this. It may not instantly break the ice, but I'm hopeful that it will help to thaw it. So, shall we split up and look for what a Layla requested? Something cold, ironically? This is supposed to be a special moment, so I say we go with the best treat there is. One that'll leave an impression. The locals ought to be able to recommend something. If you wanted to ask people near the Aetheryte, Claire, Grahati and I will do the same elsewhere. I mean, didn't that Lala that we speak with before go on and on about ice cream? I mean, that's really the only cold treat that I can think of right now. First things first. Phew, after a long hot soak like that, I'm going to need a Gold Star ice cream. What? You don't know Gold Star ice cream? It's only the most popular treat here in Ashal Volcane. While it's a little tricky to tuck into, you can't come here and not try it. There's a stall just to the southwest, so you have no excuses. I suddenly want some ice cream now. Is it just me or is that anyone else? Indecisive man? What snack to have today? You want a recommendation for something tasty and cold? This stall doesn't have that sort of thing, I'm afraid. Speaking of something cold, I could use an iced drink with my snack. I think I'll get a coffee. Actually, a tea might be better. Or even a lemonade. Ah, but I can't go past a beer. Yes, let's make it a white beer today. White beer? That seems so unfantasy for some reason to me. Okay, a cold treat that will leave an impression. That's a difficult one. Ashal Volcane is home to fighters, so the food here is mostly the hearty and filling kind. Oh right, there's a popular stall to the southwest that might just have what you're after. Why don't you go and take a look? Based on what you learn from the locals, the stall to the southwest seems promising. Again, it's not like we have the pending end of not only this world, but all the other reflections at stake. But yeah, let's go ahead and get ourselves some ice cream. So you're here too. Everyone I spoke with recommended Gold Star ice cream. Those colorful balls stacked on top of each other. That'll be the ice cream, I take it. I can see the appeal, but it's going to be hard to deliver it intact. We need 3 servants, so let's get Graha to help carry one. Transportation expert. I mean, she's not wrong. You mean you can do it alone? Well, there do seem to be vessels for carrying 3. Are you sure about this? I mean, how bad is it? Great, they're definitely safer in your hands than in mine. I'll go and tell Grahas everything's taken care of. See you back at the springs. Hello there, would you care for our famous Gold Star ice cream? Yeah, I need 3 of them. Alright, 3 servings coming right up. Here you are. You'll want to be quick so it doesn't melt, but also be careful so it doesn't collapse. Good luck and enjoy. Okay, just gotta deliver it before it runs out. Oh, look how cute! Oh, that's adorable. And now I can see. That's like, what? Like at least 6 scoops, like right on top of each other? It's like it defies the laws of physics. It is so cute. I want one. Goodness me, what an amazing looking treat. Thank you so much, Claire. I mean, it's not a problem. It was free, so...
Never did we imagine that such a reward awaited us. Isn't that so, Reborn?
Yes.
What do you say to this?
Oh, don't mind your father. Like me, he's still getting used to seeing you all grown up.
They're trying so hard.
This is just excruciating.
I mean, you're not wrong there.
Yes, well, a 20-year blank is not so quickly filled.
Even so, there's got to be something we can do.
Well, it's not like we can force it.
You know, I think I might have an idea.
Oh no. When this music plays, it almost always means trouble. Alright. What do you have in mind, Raha?
Raha?
That sound.
What is he doing?
Oh, you needn't force yourself.
It doesn't taste of anything to the living, surely.
No, it's delicious. I mean it. I've never tasted anything so good. It really does taste so much better when we're all together.
Yes, indeed.
I'm suddenly craving dessert. How about you?
I mean, I do want some ice cream now all of a sudden. Oh, wasn't expecting that.
Truly, we've never felt so happy in all our lives. We don't know how to thank you. But at the very least, we can give you some answers. You've risked so much
yes.
and come so far from them after all.
Tis our understanding you are researching a power called interdimensional fusion. Will you tell us about it?
To begin at the very beginning, there is a legend passed down by our people, the Milala. In the distant past, we abided in a different world. Our homeland was a paradise of eternal summer. The flowers were always in bloom. Until, that is, the great calamity turned the very seas to ice. As those around them froze to death, our ancestors looked to a mighty relic for salvation. By its power, they opened a portal and used it to flee to another reality.
The key is none other than that relic. And it has been in the safekeeping of our people since time immemorial.
Yes. When lightning threatened this world, we attempted to use the key to flee again, like our ancestors once did. Alas, no matter what we tried, we couldn't invoke its power. we had all but given up when Preservation approached us with an offer of partnership. Desperate as we were, we accepted their help, only to later discover their ulterior motive to plunder other worlds of ether. Seeking to frustrate their plans, we defected from the Order, and as their agents closed in on us, we seized control of the prototype gate and activated it.
What followed you already know. We sent our daughter and the key through the portal, entrusting them to the men we encountered. You were born with an unusual gift, you see. Upon learning of it, Preservation sought to subject you to experiments.
The Echo? But how did
An
they know
unusual gift.
when she was a baby?
The Echo, I dare say.
Yeah, exactly, but how did they know that she had the Echo? It's not like she could tell them she was having visions.
Our people, the Milala. Are there any ways I might learn more about them?
There are, such as visiting the cavern inside the volcano. Our ancient homeland has been recreated there. While it's intended to serve as an entertaining diversion, it ought to teach you a thing or two about our history and traditions.
May we go there? Selfish though it may be, I should love to learn of my ancestors. Of them,
I mean,
and of the legacy my parents entrusted to me.
Sure, by all
of
means.
course.
As it happens, it's on the way to our destination.
Well, that's a little surprising. I mean, Krile, you're gonna have to say goodbye to them. You've gone through much trouble for us. You all have good hearts. Our daughter's fortunate to have friends like you. Oh, yeah, I mean, I appreciate that, but... I mean... I feel like we're taking Sphne's threat a little too lightly here. I mean, she's literally going to go out and plunder other worlds of all their ether and basically sacrifice them all, but... And, Krile, I would think that you would want to spend a little bit more time with your parents, because, like, once we shut down the terminal, they go bye-bye. Though it had no taste, the ice cream was a treat for the eyes. I'm glad it served to ease the tension. That went really well, and you, Claire, your sense of balance is something else. Okay, please stop brown-nosing me. Claire, Raha, Lamachi, with your help I was able to not only bond with my parents, but know the joy of sharing a meal with them besides. For that, and so much else, I thank you. I mean, sure. Leafing through the past, she's eager to learn about the Milala people. As my parents told us, the cavern inside the volcano is a place for learning about the Milala's ancient homeland. But I'm hoping it will yield other information as well. Namely, information on preservation. Preservation, the scientists who were researching interdimensional fusion. And prior to that, created the Endless. As living memory is likely to also their creation, I expect they would carefully collate any details concerning themselves, but I wish to keep an eye out nonetheless. I'm all for it, of course, seeing as that the key once belonged to the Milala. It couldn't hurt to learn about them. Now that's something. Right then, let's head inside. Yeah, so Yeah, the key is another thing, because talking about a place of endless summer and how they disappeared overnight, and look, the steps of the speaker, this has to have some connection to Aloe Aloe Island or the South Sea Isles. Like, because this would explain what happened to them. So this is how it is in here. These panels contain information about the Malala. It's very much like a museum. Hey, history of the Malala. The distant past. I don't know, I just kind of zoned out there. The distant past, the Malala abided in peace upon isles of eternal summer. Winter never visited that bountiful land, and the flowers ever bloomed in all the colors of the rainbow. But such idyllic days did not last, for just when it seemed the westerly wind had turned cold, the sea suddenly froze over. From the fish in the water to the birds in the air, all the animals soon perished. This unnatural weather continued with seemingly no end, and one by one the Malala fell until the death toll was beyond counting. Those who lived still could do naught but pray as they huddled together for precious warmth. Wow, that's kind of depressing, but yeah, that has to be the part of like the fifth umbral calamity, right? The calamity of ice? Malala are the keepers of a mighty relic passed down through the ages. While it has the appearance of a crystal, by whose hand it was wrought is unknown. When a great calamity froze their isles, the speaker, their spiritual leader, fervently prayed to the relic for salvation. In answer to their prayers, the relic opened for them a golden path, one that shone like the light of dawn, and through it they fled onto a new land. Since ancient times, Malala have excelled in calculations. By using formulae and figures to represent all natural phenomena, they have succeeded in devising a unique system of magic. This gift proved invaluable in their new homeland, where they employed their calculations to etch arcane circuits upon the ore which later came to be known as electro. Oh, interesting. Through this ingenious technique, electro was transformed into a tool that could not only store lightning, but convert it into energy of any element. That is cool. Esteemed for their excellence in the study of electro, the Malala were favored by the rulers of many a nation. Some among them have attempted to invoke the power of the ancient relic to return to their homeland, but their efforts were to no avail. Never again has the golden path opened that allowed their ancestors to flee to safety. Eventually, the relic came to be forgotten, and some now question whether it had ever actually existed. This place has a look of an ancient ruin, but I suppose it's an illusion as well. Quite a mystical atmosphere here. Is this what the Malala's homeland was like? Ding ding, correct. Hello. Just pop out right in your face like that. What's going on? The ancient home of the Malala people is recreated here in exacting detail, thanks to the marvel of electro. The scale alone has been adjusted in order to accommodate folk of all proportions. But I've neglected to introduce myself. I am the guide for this facility, the Steps of the Speaker. It shall be my pleasure to assist you as you embark upon your educational journey. There's even a guide. How considerate. Right then, as we wander around, if there is something we do not understand, we'll be sure to ask you. Buzz, incorrect. Visits to our facility take the form of a quiz tour, so the correct answer is follow the instructions of your guide. That's yours truly. Sounds like a pain in the ass. Yeah, I don't think thinking is her strong point. I'm sure it'll be both enlightening and entertaining. Let's have them guide us. I mean, we kind of already read all the panels, so we might as well. Very good, madam. I have registered the 4 of you as visitors. Please proceed through yonder passageway to the chamber beyond. I mean, that robot seems a little bit more snarky than most that I've seen so far. Okay, so let's go ahead and follow them. Oh, look at that. That is pretty. It's like made of gemstone or something. Like a giant gem. Sorry, it's starting to get late here. Judging by the elaborate decoration, this was a place of import to the Malala. Is that a pattern, a Malala motif? The wall is illuminated, it's so beautiful. If I may have your attention, you stand within a shrine of the Malala, a migrant people who roamed until they found new lands to call their own. According to folklore, they originally hailed from a paradise of eternal summer. Alas, they had no choice but to abandon it when a great calamity froze the very seas. The speaker, their spiritual leader, guided them to safety, and she was enshrined here with the sacred relic she wielded. In this place, they performed rituals dedicated to the dream that, one day, they might return to their ancestral home. Sacred relic. That must be the key used to initiate interdimensional fusion. Interdimensional fusion? If such a wondrous power existed, I can only imagine what great feats it could be used to achieve. Now then, it's time for a history quiz. Oh, here we go. Oh, come on, girl. It's not that bad. There are 4 braziers in this room, each one of which is accompanied by a panel bearing a statement. If you believe a statement is true, then you must light its brazier by operating the panel. Simple, yes? Without further ado, please nominate a representative and begin. If there are no objections, let us have Claire do the honors. Go on and take a look at the panels, my friend. Oh, come on! Owing to our innate gift in arcane calculations, we Malala not only transformed Electrobe into a miraculous tool, but excelled in its study besides. As such, despite originally being outsiders, we were favored by the rulers of many a nation. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure that one's real, but let's have a look at the others. The lightning threatened the world. We Malala turned to our relic once more, invoking its power. We opened a portal and returned to our ancient homeland. Yeah, no. No, definitely not. We have 2 more. Praying fervently upon the sacred relic, the speaker opened a portal through which our people fled. However, she alone had to remain behind in order to sustain the power. I don't know. No, I'm pretty sure not. Long ago, our people dwelled in isles of eternal summer, where the flowers ever bloom, yet eternity did not last, for a calamity turned the bodacious waters to barren ice. Yeah, that one's true. I'm not sure about that one, but the brazier of calculations, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so we have at least 2. The only one I'm really not sure of is the one with the relic. All the statements could be true, right? Or even false? The suspense is killing me! Oh, come on! For a mechanical soldier to serve as a guide, it seems safe to assume that preservation was aware of the information presented here and had no objective to its dissemination. They say the panels in the previous chamber may also hold clues. Yeah, I still don't know about the Brazier of the Relic. Because I don't think that it was mentioned that the speaker died. But it did say that she was enshrined here. Is that the same thing? Whatever. Okay, so this one we know for sure is true. And you know what? Let's just pick with these two. Remember, you must light the braziers whose statements you believe are true. Are you ready for your answers to be judged? Yes. Very well. Let the judging begin. You have answered correctly, and on your very first attempt besides. Amazing! Great work, Claire. I knew you could do it. Oh, be quiet, you. Taken at face value, the information here would suggest that the Malala had simply migrated from a distant land. But we know better. We are aware of the existence of shard worlds, umbral calamities, and interdimensional fusion. For an event that froze the seas, the fifth umbral calamity comes to mind, which ushered in the age of endless frost. And legend holds that during that age, the entire population of the South Sea Isles vanished overnight. Yes, I knew it! Claire, in the course of your adventures, might you have learned aught of this legend? Oh, girl, you have no idea. Not only did you visit a shrine of the forgotten people of Alo Alo, but you did battle with a statue of the speaker as well? The things you get up to never cease to amaze. Yeah, what can you do? The art of Akama, too, traces its roots to the calculations of the South Sea Islanders. While we cannot outright conclude that these people were the Malalas, there are at least enough points of similarity to support the theory. If you have mused to your satisfaction, let us move to the next chamber. Another quiz awaits! Okay. How many of these quizzes are there? Oh, come on, they're not that hard! I'm gonna see if I can outrun the outrunner. I mean, I already know I can outrun a pineapple. Alright, so... what is this place? What could these masks represent, I wonder? What masks? What's with all these massive faces? There appears to be a few expressions for these masks. Okay. Yeah, they're a little bit creepy. You've come to the most enigmatic location in the museum. While it's known as the Speaker's Rest, everything else remains a mystery. No one knows what purpose it served, not even the Malala themselves. That's rather curious. Isn't it, though? Some have suggested that this place is purely of the creation of the facility's designer, that it didn't actually exist in the Malala homeland. It's generally believed, however, that the adornments upon the wall are masks that represent the emotions of men. And what brings us to the final quiz. The question is simple. How many types of masks are there? It's the last one already? I would have thought you'd be happy. Something tells me it's not going to be as simple as it sounds. Please take all the time you require. I shall be here when you are ready for the answer. Okay, so 1, 2... wait, so those two are the same. And... that one. So that one and that one over there. Right? So, 1, 2... those two are definitely the same. It's like that one and that one, so I'm guessing 3. The answer is 3, I think. Wait, what? Oh, I keep on losing track. I have to borrow a brush from Krile. Mask representing emotions. This is just a thought, but if emotions and memories are inextricably bound, could they be the Malala's way of expressing the different faces of living memory? I have no idea. I mean, surprise and angry, I'm guessing? So there's like 3 angry and 2 surprised. How many kinds of masks are there? Have you determined the answer? 2, I guess. That's incorrect. I'm afraid, try counting again, or just go with your heart. What? What do you mean? There's only 5, and of these 5, 3 of them are the same, 2 of them are different. Right? Or like, are there just really subtle changes that I'm not noticing? Like, what's going on? Try to see. 3? That's incorrect. Okay, well, how about 5 then? There's 5 of them, right? What? So, wait, the answer's 4? Why is the answer 4? So your answer is 4. How about everyone else? Seriously? I thought it was 6. Like Claire, I also believe it is 4. As do I. And the correct answer is... 4! Congratulations to the 3 of you! Damn it, where the hell did I mess up? That's what I want to know. That concludes the quiz tour for the steps of the speaker. I thank you for your visit today and eagerly look forward to your next. Still don't get that. Like, did I miss something?
Finished at last. Gods, I'm exhausted.
Come on! You're not that brain dead, are
If
you?
the legend is true, the Malala were refugees from the source. But what is this relic of theirs that can bridge worlds? Who made it? And to what end?
That's what I want to know. Was it like the Asians who made it or
Much
something?
about the key remains shrouded in mystery.
Oh good, we get to see him again.
By augmenting it with electrope, Preservation did succeed in opening a portal. Yet they could never grasp how they had managed to do so, much less the underlying principles of the technology. To this day, not a single person understands the mechanics of interdimensional fusion, let alone who imbued the key with its power, when they did so, or why. But remember this. The key is a tool, and like all tools, in and of itself, it is a force for neither good nor evil. Once taken in hand, however, its capacity for both is made plain. In delivering one man, it may doom another, making a lie of its bearer's every good intention.
As did Preservation, Queen Sveen seeks to wield the key in the name of those she loves. And in so doing, makes her people party to the destruction of countless souls.
And I don't think that they would agree with this if they knew.
We have told you all we can. To be able to share this with you at the last, it feels as though we fulfilled our purpose.
You've come to shut down the terminal.
They know.
Yes, we have. But perhaps there's another way, one that doesn't require the terminal's deactivation.
For the longest time, we've sought a means to erase ourselves before our knowledge could be used for ill. And in you, we have found it. So press on. Press on, and don't look back.
I will. May I ask you one last question?
Of course, my dear.
The earring. Why did you leave it with me?
Because, Krile, we wanted to see you again. This may seem self-serving, but we wanted to leave a trace of ourselves with you. A hint to guide you to us, so that we could live in hope.
We've dreamed of this day for so long, but now that it's become reality, we wonder if we deserve to enjoy it. We wanted naught but the best for you, yet we've always wondered how much you might have suffered in our absence.
Aww.
Do not torment yourselves so. As fate would have it, you entrusted me to a good man. His name is Galuf, and he raised me as his own. What's more, I've been blessed with the finest comrades anyone could have. It's thanks to you that I am here now, hale and happy. So please, be at peace. Be at peace. Mother. Father.
You already have a beautiful name, but if we might call you by the one we gave you?
Oh, her real name?
Maya. Our dearest Maya. We love you more than life itself.
Maya. Her real name's Maya?
Maya. My name is Maya.
Oh, why are you doing this to me? Wow. I mean, I had wondered if Krile had another name, but...
Are you sure about this? You can leave the terminal to us, you know.
No, I must do this. Krile, Maya, Baldessian must press on. Press on and...
She took the name. Oh.
Farewell, Mother. Farewell, Father.
Farewell.
Man. That's something. If I may confide in you, Claire, I've been anxious ever since I chose to accompany you to Toral. I was afraid of what I might discover. Perhaps I'd learn nothing, or worse, that my parents didn't love me. And now I know the truth, and I couldn't be happier. I'm glad I took up pictomancy, and I'm glad I mustered up the courage to say that I wanted to join you. Thank you, Claire, for trusting me with your life and walking with me all this way. Well, that's all I wanted to say. I'll see this through. Rather, we'll see this through together. My apologies for keeping you. Come, let's catch up to the others. It's strange, like, when she says, we can do this together, like, I honestly feel more connected to that than of the 100 times that Wuklamut has said that. I'm so glad she's finally getting some time to shine here, like, that we're focusing on someone other than Wuklamut. And you know what? What's going to happen to the rest of the city? I know these zones are shutting down, but what about, like, all those huge buildings in the background? Like how big is this city? Like, is all the endless, like, just here in this, in, like, these few zones? Like, how does this work? Like, I feel like nothing here is adding up. Like, I certainly didn't learn, like, what I wanted to about the key yet, so... Erenville isn't here yet. Oh, that's right. This is coming. Worry not, I shall be fine. Lovely people, Robor and Alila. The others have told me all. I'm glad Krile could bid her parents a proper farewell. Now then, to ask this question for the second to last time. Are you ready to shut down the terminal? I don't want to, but I know that we have to. Why is everything so hard here? It's like everywhere we go, like we're bringing destruction. It's kind of sad. Okay, though, let's brace ourselves for the worst.
You know how to do it.
I do.
So long. Only one zone left to go. I think we know who we're going to be saying goodbye to. Just one zone remaining. Now that Eleneshbia has joined us, let's head to the last zone. Their memories may be gone, but their love will be with me always. Are you alright, Krile? I am. I choose to forge on no matter what. And I've had the courage to do so because of you all. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. Alright, so, should we end it there? I mean, let's not. An explorer's delight. Let's head on for a little bit longer. I must say, the closer we get to the end, the faster time seems to pass us by. Come, let's head to the fourth and final zone. By now you know how to get there, yes? Yes, we do. Excellent. This time I'd like to quickly check on the Miso terminal, so I'll meet you at the Gate of Remembrance. Right. That's the reason why we're here. Come on, everyone. I don't know where it is now. Here? Yeah, okay. Why are you doing this? Seriously? You were sleeping so peacefully right next to me. Why are you doing this? Oh, it's a little alpaca mount. Is that the reward we get? I hope that's the reward we get. Before it will be hard, but we must honor Kakiwa's wish. Still nothing from you, huh? So this is it. Oh, Erenville. As far as I can tell, we still have some leeway with the Miso terminal. Meaning you can carry on getting to know the Endless in the last zone. Wind's Path Gardens, it's called, and it's breathtakingly beautiful. That's where your memories are stored, yes? That's right. I left it for last so I could guide you for as long as possible. Very thoughtful of me, yes? You're so snarky. I love her. It's gonna be so sad to say goodbye. Oh, a great idea just occurred to me. I'm a little worried what this great idea of yours could be. What you have in mind. What might that be? I'll save it for after we arrive on the other side. See you there. Our great ideas are generally less than great. Hey, Erenville. As much as I want to grant your mother her wish, I also want to respect yours. When all's said and done, I want you to be happy. I hope you know this. I know. I know. Kakiwa isn't only his mother, she's his mentor as well. I can only make it harder for him to say goodbye. For now, we keep doing what we've been doing, seeking out the Endless and learning what's dear to them. This just gets more and more depressing. Let's not keep Kakiwa waiting. faith in Erenville's inner strength. What could this great idea of Kakiwa's be? It's not... Beep boop. Error. Verification system initiated. User registration confirmed. Greetings and welcome to Windspath Gardens, the sanctuary of exploration and discovery. The marvels of the natural world await you.
If I could have everyone's attention, I know we have pressing business, but I'd like to say a few words. Before I died, I had 2 wishes. The first was to see who my Eleneshpia would become. I would say that wish has been fulfilled. Indeed, it has. For the boy who once shunned company has returned a somewhat sociable man, surrounded by wonderful friends.
Somewhat sociable.
As his mother and mentor both, I couldn't be more proud. As for my second wish, that was to see all manner of nature that I had never seen before. I hoped to explore every corner of the world and there find thriving life. But I didn't even get to see all of Tural, did I? Never enough hours in a day, or days in a year, or years in a life.
Kakiwa.
Oh, don't give me that look. Though, admittedly, I did go and spoil the mood. Apologies. What I was so poorly trying to work up to asking was this. I want you to help me fulfill my second wish. I have a good feeling about this place. There is so much here I've never seen before, I just know it.
We'd love to see it with you.
I thought you might say that. Thank you. Windspath Gardens is home to a collection of flora and fauna that once thrived on the continent. Like the rest of living memory, I haven't explored it in earnest. Controlling my vessel demanded all of my attention. But at long last, I'll get to meet the creatures here. Wrap things up with a perfect little adventure. So, shall we?
Absolutely not.
Oh?
We're to grant you your wish, and then what? You leave? You cannot ask that of me.
Oh, Eleneshpia. Please understand. I just wanted to end on a happy note. Not only for myself, but for all of us. Better that than a sad goodbye, surely.
mean, I get it from both of their perspectives. This isn't easy. Let's help Kakiwa make some great memories. How very like Kakiwa to chase her dreams to the last. Sanctuary of exploration and discovery. Quite fitting that Kakiwa's memories are here. And with your consent, let's begin our adventure. Naturally, while we go about this, feel free to continue befriending Endless and be sure to absorb the delightful scenery. Like, are even the trees here made out of electro? Like, I mean, apart from the moving ones over there. Oh, it's like a giant flower garden. The scenery here is nothing short of remarkable. To think that Sphene has managed to preserve it for the Endless. What a lovely garden. I somehow anticipated this. I thought those things were some sort of enormous tree, but they're actually sculptures. What's the fun in having a tree that's a sculpture? Why is that? This particular garden is called Blooms of Discovery. Beautiful, isn't it? I've seen prettier. It's absolutely stunning. And they are all actual plants? Indeed they are. These specimens were brought here hundreds of years ago for conservation, as the calamity had pushed them to the brink of extinction. So this zone is like a great conservatory. Precisely, my dear Krile. Here you'll find flora and fauna, the likes of which no longer exist anywhere. Doesn't the thought just set your heart aflutter? I suppose. He's more like his mother than he cares to admit. I expect that some creature I encountered outside of Terrell may have cousins in this world. While I'm no expert on life in the Reflections, it would make for an interesting study to compare them. Now there's an idea. Leave it to my pupil to think up such. Here we have not only a world-traversing adventurer and a veteran gleaner, but a pair of Sharlayan's finest scholars besides. It is a veritable gathering of inquisitiveness, and I'm thrilled to be a part of it. She's just so much fun to be around. Why do we have to lose her? Okay. You know what? I think that this should be a good place to end it for now. Yeah, the next one is In Search of Discovery. It's probably where we're going to be saying goodbye to her. Alright, so let's go ahead and wrap this up and do a quick summary of what we saw. How do I put it? I liked it. All in all, I did enjoy it. I do wish that Krile's parents gave us a little bit more information about the key, and I mean, I did enjoy hearing about the Malala and, you know, getting it pretty much confirmed for us that the Malala are indeed the people of Alo Alo and the South Sea Isles that just disappeared. Because I was wondering about that when we were playing through Alo Alo. I was wondering, like, how do the people just disappear overnight? Like, how does that happen? And, like, now we know. Now we know. They disappeared to another world. We still don't know much about the key. And it's really annoying because we don't know what it is. We don't know how it works. We don't know who made it or why. It's just like a point of plot convenience. Like, and let me guess, we're somehow going to be able to be the only ones who actually know how to work it, or we can use it somehow. I don't know, because they say they don't recognize the technology for this crystal, and so I can't help but think of maybe this has something to do with the ancients, like maybe the Asians made it, or I don't know. It's so frustrating not knowing anything about it, but yeah, so Krile, she got some closure. She was able to meet her parents. I'm a little surprised she didn't spend as much time with them as, you would think, because this is literally the only time she's ever going to be able to speak with them, and after we leave here, she's never going to see them again. You think she would want to spend more time with them, maybe go through the guided tour through the museum with them or something? I don't know. And now we have to say goodbye to Kakiwa. Now she knows she's going to disappear. She knows this has to happen whether she wants to or not. But she wants to go out on a happy note. She wants to go out with carrying at least a few good memories. Not just for herself, but for the rest of us. And I appreciate that. And Erenville, he wants to have fun. Like, you see that he is slowly, coming around to the idea. He's slowly having fun with his mom around. But, the weight of knowing that he is going to have to say goodbye before this adventure is over, it's really weighing him down. And, I can't help but feel so bad for him. So the next episode is going to be probably us finishing up our rounds of living memory and say goodbye to Kakiwa, and maybe a heart-to-heart moment between her and Erenville. And then we're going to be going on to the final dungeon and the final trial fight. So I think those will both be separate videos. So we're looking at least 3, unless something else crazy happens here. So 3 more videos coming out, maybe 2. I don't know. Just depends on the mood and how much I get done. But it is starting to get late, so I really do want to try and get this story all wrapped up before tonight. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you so much for joining me. And I hope that we will be getting some answers before the end. So until next time, everyone, take care.